What's up, guys? This is Sparrow 3.8a, and this channel is created to explore and grow with you all together during current crazy global financial market. So today is May 4th. Okay, and as usual, we're gonna take a look into what's going on in the U.S. stock market. And today is Tuesday, and yeah, we just had a pause for the streaming last week as we just uh, had a renovation for the office, and yeah, we just had a renovation, and the renovation is still like going on, and hopefully the new office, the environment will be refreshed and it will be nicer for all the audience here in front of the camera, and also hopefully it's gonna be like more like comfy for me to report and interact with you all. So yeah, the renovation is still going on, and later on we will be adding some more devices, and the air conditioner is still not on yet, so it's quite hot here. And but like air conditioning is very important, and yeah. So other than that, like today, other than like going through to have a quick overview of the U.S. market indices, and we gonna like because as you have like it's about like 20 minutes after the market open, so you probably have already being aware that the U.S. market is kind of like trembling in a consolidation at the current high, historical high level, and the so there are different voices from different type of investors. In some of the my reporting, the short video, it's already mentioned that it's very weird that the while in the past like couple months, uh, capital has been like flowing to the U.S. ETF, equity ETF, as well as the stock market. But like a lot of the insiders, the major traders, especially from Nasdaq Composite, have been actually selling stock. So that's one of the weird warning signs we should pay attention to. Why retail investors keep like throwing money into the market, but the major traders and investors have been actually retreating from. It's weird, and I mean like every time like in the history when this happened, um maybe like something terrible will come after this. And other than this, it's also weird that I mean why the stock market is undergoing a unprecedented spectacular booming. I mean, it's just unprecedented, with only one exception, the Great Depression. So that's also a sign we have to pay attention. And also another is like the inflation. Even though like Jeremy Powell keeps saying, and the Allen just like keep, I mean, they just trying to calm down the market, calm the market down, and keep saying that the inflation is not a problem. But while I mean, but the inflation level has been distorted by the COVID-19 pandemic, uh, all along in the past like 1 to 2 years. So we should look into the inflation from a new perspective. I mean, from the perspective, we need to, I mean, take into account a lot of like different parameters and factors going on for modern financial world. And also like as we have known, like in recently, just a lot of like crazy things just happened. Like in February, retail investors binge and pinch on to push the GME AMC stock like ups and downs, totally kind of just turn over the traditional way that the market is controlled or managed by those like Wall Street institutional investor. And this fallout is like just kind of like expanding to a lot of like other asset categories like Bitcoin and Dodgecoin right now. Dodgecoin was like created a couple years ago originally as a joke to, I mean, the founder of Dodgecoin just create this stuff to kind of like try to laugh at Bitcoin, but uh, and like in recent year, just because of the sponsor of Elon Musk, the Tesla CEO Elon Musk just like Twitter to his like huge amount of supporter on Twitter, and then the Dogecoin price just like surge, and then but it has a like very harsh pullback after that surge, but in these 2 to 3 days, you just like have a crazy, incredible, I mean, like a V shape, like a mooning style surge. So yeah, that's something totally out of the traditional way for price discovery for a lot of different assets. So the market is like has been like crazy, and also like the banking loan to deposit ratio, the U.S. banking loan to deposit ratio has collapsed to about like 50% right now, and which is about just uh half of the pre 2008 financial crisis level. I mean, if now the economy is I mean is booming with a very strong and health body, like why the I mean the loan to debt ratio is just about like 50%. It like loan to debt ratio for like 50% means like on average, like all the U.S. banks, they all the money they have from savings, from retail saving, from corporate saving, only half of those money are borrowed by by those I mean for those like loan borrowers. So which means it's totally weird. I mean it means like uh the during the economy recovery and a booming economy, but really few people, not that many people want to borrow money. So which means like the market is actually not that many investment opportunity for both retail investors and institutional investors. No matter for the secondary market, the stock exchange market, no matter for the private equity market, no matter for the housing market, for everything. No one. I mean, just like rarely they're just like right. So it doesn't make sense at all. If the economy is recovering, it's like booming for real. So like these could be the warning signs um, for the stock market, for the entire economy. So like to these points, like what would be your thoughts? What would be your insights? Like, please feel free. I mean, like before everything, like please strike a like and subscribe button with your thoughts and comments. We can always discuss further. So, so yeah, we can always discuss further with that. And yeah, how do you think? Are you still like, are you trying to have a pause? I mean, are you trying to retreat from the stock market, or you just want to keep like throwing money there? Yeah, because the thing is like in the past like couple months to 1 years, the the due to the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people are actually sitting at home, but thanks for the U.S. government stimulus check, people are still able to, I mean, live up their life and receive money by doing nothing. So, and everyone can get that. So a lot of like young people, I mean, that's the statistic has said that in the past 1 year, the new account opening is crazy. Like the Robin Hood event, a lot of like retail trader, especially those like young retail traders between like 20 to like 35 years old, they got the stimulus check, they got the money, and they see, oh, the stock market is like going crazy, and anyway, they just like sit at home, like have nothing to do. So they would think, oh, that would be a good chance to have some like gambling from the stock market. So this phenomenon actually push the stock market and a lot of like the asset prices just like higher and higher. Uh, so a lot of like weird art warning signs like kind of like emerging from like different corner of the financial market around the globe. So is it still a right timing for us to invest like randomly, like whatever we can? I mean, what's your thoughts, and what would be your? I mean, in the past like in the past like 2 weeks, even though the stock market just like kind of like it stepped up a little bit higher to have a further I mean, breakout. I mean, for the historical high, but I mean, a lot of the analysts just keep saying that it's dangerous. We have to do the hedging and the risk management for our investment trading. Otherwise, the terrible things might happen like anytime. And if anything happen, if anything bad happen, I mean, the ones suffer the most, like usually will still be the retail investors who don't have much experience, who don't have much knowledge about financial market, and they will be a terrible loser from this casino in the end. So yeah, how do you think? Okay, so let's just okay. So by the way, like you can see like this channel is like once again the channel is still not for profit right now, it's still like non-profit. And so and the reason I wanna work with a team to build up this channel because you know, in the past 2 years the self media and the YouTuber industry has become a really interesting new economy area, and I think it's really a good time and a platform to work on, to share and interact with all the investors and traders around the globe, especially in the U.S. and like European countries. So yes, I like once again. I hopefully I can like say make some efforts here with my past experience and the connections in from like New York, Hong Kong, etc., to actually be helpful with you guys to kind of like exchange with each other. Yeah. Um, so if you have any, okay, so like once again, yeah, because we just had a pause last week for the streaming, so I wanna reiterate that again. We will donate to the charity recommended by you, based on the number of likes and subscribes and also the amount of comments. And let's always do something good to the society and the community other than simply thinking about like making money every day. Because like during the times of crisis and during the times of like disasters in 2020, 2020 and 2021 this year, I have said this like over and over again. I mean, the most important things, I mean, I just realized it's not only about a career path, it's not only about like a profit taking. The most important things is the uh, like keeping and protecting for your own happiness and health and building and developing the good relationship with our families, our friends, and doing good things to the society. These, I mean, you may think this is this is like a hypocrite. Yeah, I mean, when we're like, I mean, going insane, going crazy, and I mean, just like a flush by desire and the money like every day, and then we say this, that will be hypocrite. But when we have like suffer a lot and after like a I mean inspection and I mean I think this is found the most important as the top priority right now, I think. So how do you think? How do you think? I mean, I'm really curious. I mean, if there's a chance, like a lot of people saying this, I'm really wondering, like, how have you felt? Uh, the things in life have been going on for you personally in these recent year, in 2020 and 2021, and is there any critical change in the meaningful change for your I mean, life and the yeah and the value, I mean the value of life? Do you have any, do you have any, do you have got any change for your for the value of life for you personally? So yeah, so if you don't mind, please write some comments so we can share and discuss. Yeah. Okay, it's about like almost like 40 minutes after the market open on May 4th, 2021, Tuesday. And let's take a quick look to see what's going on right now in the US stock market. And as usual, let's have a little bit of music to kill the dog. So, okay, so all the major indices just had relatively strong pullback. Nasdaq is the worst one. Nasdaq has been down for over 2% right now today, while S&P 500 is down for 1% and Dow Jones Industrial Average is down for 0.63%. That's what do you say? So yeah, I don't have enough like audience like in front of the camera right now. Otherwise, I think a lot of people are probably like you know, just rolling and crying right now. And a lot of those like traders and investors in Wall Street right now are Mm, probably begging, or they are act, or maybe like, yeah. I mean, always it's always like this. Some people cry and some people are happy. So yeah, I think a lot of people have already been well prepared for any kind of pullback. And a lot of times, like pullback would be a good time for those like wise investors to buy the dip, but and for those like skimming investors to kind of like taking the profit, but um, for some like innocent investors to cry, I think. So but the pullback is bad today. And let's see, we're gonna see what just happened to the market today, and we're gonna see if there's any action we can take, or are there still advantages we can take from the market. So the US and Chinese trade experts among the WTO chief's new deputy. The World Trade Organization has again chosen trade experts from China and the United States as deputies for its director general, maintaining delicate geopolitical balancing act. So that's the tech shares renew declines as investors eye more earnings. Earnings. So once again, like earning has been great. Okay, so one of the like signs that I didn't mention is like in the first quarter, like so far the corporate earning like has been like reflecting pretty well. But like why there's not a like a reasonable and equal amount of corporate stock share buyback. That's really and a lot of like insider are like actually selling stock. Like no corporate buyback and insider investors are selling stock. What are they afraid of? While investors, retail investors, just aware of nothing and still like keep like cashing out their stimulus check and like throwing the money into the market. Once again, what's the point? Like the stimulus check, I mean, originally it was from the market. So I think that once again, what's the point? Like, that's with a good purpose to help U.S. families to like support their I mean that's with the use of like living, but like support. It seems a lot of like retail investors actually just take those like stimulus check as a lottery to use that to cash out that for like gambling in the stock market. So that's I mean this is really I mean, this is really like terrible on the stock market. So that's the stock slumps as volatility jumps among tech sector is selling off. Volatility gripped financial market, spurring a stock sell-off. Sell-off among a decline in some of the world's largest technology companies, spurring a stock sell-off. All major groups in the later on we're gonna take a look into the chart of the band FANG to see how they perform. Later on we're gonna take a look into the chart of the band. The investors should still diversify their portfolios despite optimistic market outlook. This is from 24 minutes ago. China tensions spill over as Europe moves toward Biden's side. 24 minutes ago. China, sorry for the sound. It's yeah, we are still under renovation, so yeah, we're still like yeah, if it's a little bit noisy for you today. Sorry for the sound. The business building to honey book value at over 1 billion in latest funding round. It's a little bit noisy for you today. Sorry for the sound. The business building to honey book value at over 1 billion in latest funding round. Right, so tech sector is selling off. Latest funding round. Right, so tech sector is selling off. Right, so tech sector is selling off. Right, so okay, let's look into this. Look, let's check like what's going on further. Okay, let's look into this. Look, let's check like what's going on further. Okay, let's okay, volatility group financial market spurring a stock sell-off among the decline in some of the world's largest technology companies. All major groups in the S&P 500 retreated, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq 100 performed major active benchmarks. All major groups, mega caps like Apple, Tesla, Amazon, slide. Major active CVS Health climbed after raising its full-year forecast as COVID-19 vaccines and testing helped boost first quarter results and offset a weak cold and flu season. A sharp drop in equity future earlier Tuesday left traders grumbling for reasons to explain the move. The catalyst behind the decline was unclear, but investors speculated on military tensions between China and Taiwan. So military tension between China and Taiwan right now. So military tension in Singapore's tougher lockdown and the Ferrari MD's decision to postpone financial target. For several analysts, though, the reason could be simple. Stocks are hovering near all-time highs and have struggled to gain much traction despite a blockbuster earnings season. Stocks are hovering near all-time highs and have struggled to gain. Yeah, that's the tech sector selling off. Tech sector selling off. That's the the major for today. But we're also gonna check into like Dodgecoin, like yeah, we just like mentioned about Dodgecoin, right? You can see Dodgecoin like about like 2 weeks ago, it just surged over like 4 to 6 times, just right after Elon Musk. I mean, sponsors. Elon Musk just like post on Twitter saying like Dodgecoin mooning. So you just like search for like I mean 4 to 6 times like in just like 1 or 2 days in just few days. So is this normal? I mean this is so last year it was Trump, and this year it's Elon Musk right now. So I mean, like the market, the financial market is just like turning into a fashion of like a celebrity finance right now. Right? The price discovery is not important at all, and we cannot use the traditional way for price discovery anymore. I mean, like the just like I mean the internet has been like developed. I mean I think at least it's like temporarily overdeveloped right now because the freedom is kind of like out of like out of like a rationality, is out of reasoning. And I mean nowadays on Twitter, on like Instagram, on like Facebook, on TikTok, like everything. A lot of the like social media or like the online forum, like a Reddit, like a Wall Street bets, like people can just like post like information or their opinions like whatever they want. So and a lot of people just like grouping in different forums on internet. So right now, no matter for like some like popular like celebrity politicians or like celebrity gurus or celebrity like entrepreneur, they can simply just like go raging on internet to move like certain asset price like up and down very easily. And yeah, I mean I think like maybe in future this would be a new normal, and this would be I mean, maybe a deliberation of like financial system, deliberation of modern human lives or whatever. But before the discipline and the reasonable regulation and the rules are well defined and developed, I think this is just I think the ball of chaos will be just like hitting like bigger and bigger. I mean, in the short run, I think. As you can see right here, like Dogecoin surge like 2 weeks ago and pull back with the I mean along with the Bitcoin pullback. Bitcoin just had a very serious pullback like last week, and then but like right now Dogecoin just surged again like because like last week like Elon Musk, after Elon Musk say you know, just say Dogecoin mooning, and last week Elon Musk just like call himself as Dodgefather, not Godfather. It's Dodgefather, right? So I mean like why is Elon Musk Dodgefather? He can just like play Dodgefather by Twitter, and he doesn't even need to send like hundreds or thousands of tweeters. He just sent like 2 or 3 tweeters to push Dogecoin crazy like this. So and the momentum behind the price movement, behind the search for Dogecoin is like hugely I mean, and the momentum behind the price movement operated by retail investors, because we can see like from a lot of like database, we haven't seen a lot of like institutional investors and major traders just like stepping for Dogecoin so far. So this is really crazy. And I mean, and this day, like yesterday, I just watched like Brand Steph's like video. He just has some like a new YouTube channel to kind of have like interview and like a matching activity for some like young guys and girls and okay, so nowadays, like some of the young guys, like if they wanna, I mean, the standard for them to identify a good relationship from the financial perspective, they will ask each other, how many credit cards do you have? It's usually not good to have like too many credit cards. Otherwise, that's kind of like reflect a bad signs for your personal credit, personal financial behavior. And also, like they even ask each other, like, have you bought any Dodgecoin so far? So I think like so owning Dodgecoin could be a sign of like greed, right? Have you bought any Dodgecoin? So how do you think? This is a phenomenon. This is a phenomenon. It's very interesting. Agree. And but like Bitcoin still like after the pullback in just it's seeing a kind of like range consolidation, and so like Dogecoin, like personally I don't know. I mean last week I mean after I mean around the pullback at this point at this consolidation I also bought like some I also like made some allocation for Dodgecoin, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's already like 100%. I mean, if I show hand all my asset like last week, I mean, I would be very happy right now. And I will still. I mean, I'm also more than happy to make some donation from earning here. Yeah, this is good, but I'm not a person into gambling a lot, so I think like making a little bit. I mean, having a little bit profit from Dogecoin is good, but I'm not like really excited. I'm not really excited, and like. I mean, that's just my personal 2 cents. I'm gonna have some like profit taking around like the current price level, and waiting for the next chance to buy the dips. And I think the next chance to buy the dips for Dogecoin will come very soon, probably like this week or next week, I guess. This is so once again, like I mean, from perspective of like human greed, I think like Dogecoin is definitely something good to play around to. I mean, but like the higher risk return potential, just with the. I mean, yeah, it's something like with higher risk return potential. But don't show hand for Dogecoin. Like if you have 1 million, maybe do like 3 to 5% for that is good enough. Don't go for Dogecoin with over like a 10 or 20% of your asset. That's crazy. That's totally crazy. Okay. 3 to 5% for that is good enough. And don't go for like Bitcoin. I think yeah, it's in a range consolidation right now, and in another like short video of like price action day trading I posted on YouTube. The current price level around like 55,000 might not be that good to enter, because this is so-called no man land. I mean, this is from the previous low and previous high. It's kind of like in the middle of nowhere, so it's not good to enter. But if you, I mean, that would be good to enter when if it drop back. I mean, if it like keep pulling back to around like 50,000, and then I mean we can try if it's gonna be a W-shaped rebound going after. And if it goes like all the way up to around like 65,000, maybe it's okay to buy. I mean to short sell but and once it break out like 65,000, we can just cut the short sales and turn into the long position. So the our multiple ratio would be better than if we have an entry at current price level here. So I think like Bitcoin, like once again, like in some of other like short video, I mean, I totally agree with a lot of the market consensus from a lot of like analysts say in the at least in the mid run, like Bitcoin will be still in a upward trend, and I think it's good to have some like a Bitcoin position as the portfolio management and risk management. Because as mentioned, like nowadays the stock market is kind of like insane and crazy and it's fully out of rationality. So it's good, and Bitcoin price movement is kind of like it's in a very little correlation with the current stock market. So even though I mean the drop and surge of like equity price and bond like the bond price won't affect like Bitcoin too much. But don't take Bitcoin as gambling either. I mean, Bitcoin is good for the asset allocation, but don't take Bitcoin. Depends on your strategy. And like personally for me, I'm like holding about like 5 to 10% of the portfolio for like Bitcoin. And the for the current price, I think it's good to like just have a hold, and as they fee come down back to like 50,000, it's good to buy the dip a little bit more. If it goes up to like 65,000, it's good to have some like profit taking trades, and then will be I think it will have the breakout after all the way through 65,000 very soon. So I mean, so for example, if you have like $10 in Bitcoin, maybe you can have like 1 to 3 for range trade, and have like a 6 to 7 as the maybe you can have relatively like a longer term position without like in and out. Otherwise, if you have like $10 in Bitcoin allocation, and you use entire $10 to trade in and out all the time, it's very likely that you will suffer a lot if anything, if any like emergent like come out like all of a sudden, if you are not like professional or experienced enough as a day trader for this. So yeah, like come out like all of a sudden, and then you are not like professional or experienced enough. So yeah, so we're gonna have a quick look for these article, like Dodgecoin, and then you're not like professional or experienced enough. So yeah, so we're gonna have a quick look for these article, like Dodgecoin, and then you're not like professional or experienced enough. So yeah, so we're gonna have a quick look for these article, like Dodgecoin, and then you're not like professional or experienced enough. So yeah, so we're gonna have a quick look for these article, like Dodgecoin, and then you're not like professional or experienced enough. So yeah, so we're gonna have a quick look for these article, like Dodgecoin, and then you're not like professional or experienced enough. So yeah, so we're gonna have a quick look for these article, like Dodgecoin, and then sorry, just hold on a second. Having some glitch here. Sorry, just hold on a second. Having some glitch here. Sorry, just hold on a second. Having some glitch here. Media or like a sorry, please forgive my clumsiness today. It's just the reopen of the office. A lot of things like going on for testing.
Trading connection lost. Market data connection lost.
What are some of the
trading connection
music
re-established.
that people
Market
are listening
data connection re-established.
Sound like a before I went to school in the US, and, I mean that's a long 7 years ago, 8 years ago. I was a big fan of like electronic music, but nowadays I'm more into classic. But I think like it's better to play some like electronic for the stocks related, financial related, streaming, in order not to give you too much lullaby. Okay, doing such a morning early hour.
Market data connection lost. Market data connection re-established.
Okay.
Market data connection re-established.
Yeah. Yeah, so like
market data connection re-established.
Right. I'm like sweating and hot here. But towards the end right now. So I check back into the so the pullback level, pullback momentum is still like similar with what it was like around market open. So I think that's probably just the way it is for throughout the trading hours today. And then we're gonna look into this article. Dodgecoin and Ethereum climb to a record high as institutional interest ramps up. So, I mean, this is something I would like to discuss. Like once again, I think, is anyone like sitting in front of the video things like it could be, it might be just another like a scheming or plotting, like a operation for like Dodgecoin. So usually, I mean, I'm not saying it's like always like this, but a lot of times I think like some of you have been uh totally aware of this, like there have been just a lot of like scheming, plotting, manipulation for like I mean for stock market, and right now maybe in like it's just like pulling out to other like financial assets. So usually the beneficiary group will always enter, will always like you know, just like build their position at a very early stage, and then they will build their stage like step by step along the way. These asset prices like keep like surging up, but like how they can be sure that asset price could be surge up? So that would be, so it depends on what type of asset it is. If it's just a penny stock, it will be very easy, right? You can use simply just like tens of millions to build it up, and also like work with some like hedge funds or high frequency trading companies, and then like use some like you know, just financial media, the power of like financial media to kind of like entice the retail investors to work out this. It works this out. But for some like but I'm pretty surprised like nowadays. No, I mean in the past like I mean decades, this operation could be always happen in some like blue chip company. Maybe, I'm not saying it is real for sure. I'm just saying maybe based on some like the knowledge and the experience I have when I was the institutional sales and trader and banking analyst in New York and Hong Kong, and I just have like reasonable doubts for a lot of things to come to this conclusion, come to this the factual conclusion I just made. And I think that would be great if any one of you would like to just give me some comments so we can discuss, right? Or feel free to like send me the private message so we can discuss as well, right? Or have you personally experienced like any type of like this kind of like operation before as well? Yeah, this is really, I mean, interesting. So back to the point. I am back to the point. I was gonna say like, do you think like, is it possible that Dogecoin's price is also like manipulated? That's just my point. Is it possible? Right? If we want to manipulate the price of Dogecoin, that would be I think if this is real, right? If the manipulation is real, I think this is totally different area and totally different ways of manipulation. I mean, but I just like I mean, like coming after the new the modern, the novel way of manipulation for like AMC and GME in February, right? So yeah, do you think like so that's why I mean I didn't know, like back to the chart, I didn't know, see like Dodgecoin is like pulling back right now. Pull back, it's pulling back. So, yeah. And good enough, like I have like I mean, I got a profit taking for all the Dodgecoin position at about like 0.6. Yeah, and yeah, it's pulling back for a consolidation right now. So yeah. So when would be a good time to buy the dip again? When will be the good time to buy the dip again? I think about just about like a 0.52. That would be a seemingly support level. But support level, I mean, like different people can have like different type of support level, and I'm not into like a part-time day trader, but I'm not a full-time day trader. So I'm not like digging into every cent, right? I'm not like digging into every cent and every single seconds for the price of any asset. So I think just around like a 0.52 would be good, and would be a good point to re-entry to buy the dip again around here, and to see and to wait and see what's going on, right? Because like who knows, like Elon Musk will say what, and who will say what for Dodgecoin the next day, right? Okay. But institutional interest, I mean, okay. So when I see the title of this article, institutional interest ramps up the insure, because like Dogecoin is something like totally different from Bitcoin. The number of Dogecoin can be just building up. Like I mean, the mining of Dogecoin is like much easier than Bitcoin. So like if you're an IT guru, you can simply use your laptop to do mining for Dogecoin. So the change of like Dogecoin's numbers and the change of price could, I mean, at least in the short run, would be much harder to control compared to Bitcoin. I think like the volatility for Bitcoin is crazy enough, but Dogecoin could be like much crazier. It's like it's already like decentralized, and the mechanics and the coding mechanics and the pricing mechanics for Dogecoin is still like I mean in a lot of doubts. So I mean just yeah, it's good for gambling anyway. Okay, so but the time is pretty limited, and I'm still hoping to have a quick look to see just during the pullback today, what's happened to some of those tech giants in the US. So, all right. All right. So okay. So let's look into the chart. Okay, so the trading system I'm like using, and I'm trying to adapt to is like interactive broker, And I used to use Bloomberg more. I mean, at workplace because I obviously for institutional sales and traders and is yeah. I mean, for like for I mean for work for like professional work, at least it's always something we have to use. But right now, I think like for like streaming and broadcasting and the short videos, I'm like trying to use more use the interactive more active brokers more because I think the system is more has more like functions to for analysis for like charting for like news and the templating like the template setup. So please forgive me if I'm like not like 100% familiar with the system. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, all the US mover RHE is down for like 30%. BTX is down for like 25%. So Apple is down for over 3% so far, and Google Alphabet is down for like about 2.3%, and Amazon is down for 1.68%, and Facebook is down for about like 2.2%, and Microsoft is down for about 1.4%, while Nvidia is down for almost 4%, which is pretty bad. And yeah, all the stocks in my watch list are down today. The MARA is pretty sad. It's down for about 8%, but I think in terms of like MARA's the price movement like 7 to 8% is not really something for it. So let's take a quick look into the historical chart for yeah, for Google, I think like Google is as mentioned last time. I think like Google, I mean, Google is definitely a good tech company to hold for the long run, but right now that might not be too nice to enter. I think that would be good if the price like pull back to be around like to pull if it like pull back down below 23.50 here. Otherwise, I mean during such a crazy times of like stock market and a lot of like unknown and uncertainties, I think it would not be wise to enter at current price level for Google right now. But for like Tesla, as mentioned last time, like Tesla is always good. I think it's seeing a range consolidation and that would be good if we pull back down below like 675. And I mean also it's not. I mean like earlier. We think it would be good. Last time we mentioned about Tesla is about like a few days ago, and it would be good to buy, and or it would be good to short sell. And right now it just have a like continuous pullback because if we do short sell at about like a 750 here, if we go with a breakout, we can like cut the short sales order very quickly without much loss. But if we comes with the pullback, like what's happening right now? We're just like making money along the way. It's coming down. So So I think yeah, that would be a good. It based on your strategy, and I think it would be good to take profit, um, around like if it like if we go down below like 6 and 50, and then we can, I mean, once it happens, we can wait a little bit to see what's for the next, right? Because we know that some like news saying Tesla is like encountering some like difficulty in China market recently as well, right? But definitely Google and Tesla are good for a mid to long term investment. And like by the look of Apple, Apple is the greatest technology company so far with the greatest uh, profitability and the earnings as a tech giants in the U.S. so far. And it's the stock price of it is also is the kind of is the in the middle of nowhere in a range consolidation right now. It moves between like 115 and 145. The current price would not be. It's kind of in the middle of the previous up and previous down. So we can wait a little bit more to see. And Microsoft with a lot of like good news in the past 2 quarters, and that would be thing like yeah, I think like 250 would be good a good point to enter. And yeah, right now it's not too bad to enter as long as it doesn't go above like 255. And then because like for me, like personally, I would expect to like keep going up like in the short run. I mean, compared to Google and Tesla and Apple, I think Microsoft, like I mean, because the earnings season is just like go, I mean, almost in the air, right? So I think like I mean, unless you're like some like breaking news like come out, otherwise I think I would expect the price of Microsoft um, to go. I mean, if it's not too narrow between like 255 and 250, that would be a higher chance to go all the way up to test the previous height again. The previous height is around like 260, 265. So yeah, that will be uh, something good to try. And so Facebook, there's a good, nice gap, like a gapper here, and I mean, I'm not a big fan for like short sale, especially for those like blue chip companies. So I think like for Facebook, like obviously they have a good like a corporate earning for the first quarter, and but personally, I mean, I'm also a user of Facebook. I think um, uh, yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of like and also I mean like years ago I was kind of a fan of like the Facebook CEO, but I'm not a fan of him anymore so far. So I think like for me, I personally I think I will have more uh, capital view for Facebook in the short run, and especially during um, the overheating stock price level so far. So I think like Facebook will be something I will have to on hold. But you can, I mean, always use my opinion to compare with the opinion from Wall Street analysts. You can use like tiprank.com. That is a free website with a lot of professional experts, analysts, and ratings, especially with a lot of the a good database with good amount of competent analyst rating from Wall Street analysts. So yeah, I think like Amazon is kind of like something similar. I think yeah, Amazon. See, if you are price action day traders, I think you probably will sell you will have a short sale at around like a 35-50 for like Amazon, and it's just like pulling back right now. And what will be the support before any I mean like breaking news to come out? I think like 33.50 to like a 33 I mean 3,300. I mean it would be good to cut like a short sale order between like 300 sorry, like between like 3,350 and 3,300. That would be a range to cut the short sale order if you have any, and turn into a long order. I mean for the price action trading application. But I believe a lot. I mean, a big part of the investor for Amazon are looking at their like long-term value, right? So I was saying, so it's like once again, it's like 2 to 8 or like a 3 to 7 or 4 to 6, and we always use the smaller part for price action day trading, and the bigger part for longer term like allocation for longer term like investment. So I mean that's my personal strategy. If you're allocating your assets for both like day trading and longer term investment, that would be a norm to do. But if you want to do like if you want to do all your position for like certain stuff for a longer term like a holding, or for like a short term intraday like a day trading, that would be totally different story, right? If you're longer, for example, if you're longer term investors, like that would be a good range to buy the dip if like Amazon pull back to the range between 3,400 3,350, right? But that's the case. You're long-term investor for this target. Okay, so that's just a quick look for FANG today during the pullback at a historical at a record high level in U.S. stock market. So I mean, like going forward, I will like setting up my trading systems to have more organized. I mean, to be more organized for me to report and share my view and my point, along with the rating to all the popular stocks and breaking news every day during the streaming for you. So like in these charts, like it's more I just name it as hot with some of the popular trading stock, and then we will have like ARK Cathy Wood's holdings, and then we will have like talking to some like popular trading penny stocks. And later on, as also mentioned my other short videos, it's always like important to pay attention to some of the highly correlated momentums for your portfolio management. Like the FX trading, like the US dollar movement is very important. And if you're like trading to other markets like the Japanese market, the China market, okay, the Taiwanese market, or like Germany index, you may need to pay attention to the currency there, like the renminbi, like the Japanese yen, etc. We'll also have a look. And yeah, I think, yeah, once again, I think like Interactive Broker compared to the other brokers, I think Interactive Broker is like much it's more high end. It's more and it's also user friendly. But like for a lot of people, you might think, oh, it's kind of like too complex, too complicated. But for me, I'm not totally. I haven't adapted to it like 100% yet, and I'm still working on that. So let's pay attention when we get everything handy to take off. Okay, as you can see, we have We have some new system, we have new office, we have a new and refreshed mindset. We don't stick to the like greed of like making money anymore. We are more into the sentiments of good relationship with friends and family and doing good things to the society, right? Don't tell me you're not. It's not good. Not good. All right, so
The countdown is on in Europe. This is Bloomberg Markets European Close with Guy Johnson and Alex Steele.
Okay, let me tell you what you need to know from Europe this hour. The chips are definitely down. Infineon, a major semi-supplier to the auto sector, says 2.5 million cars won't be produced in the first half of this year as bottlenecks bite. Ferrari very much in the slow lane as well. The supercar maker's stock dropping sharply as it pushes out financial targets again. And the carbon price, well, it hits 50 euros a tonne in Europe on tighter pollution rules, low supply, and a switch to gas. Is that only going to hasten the idea that we're going to get a carbon border tax in Europe? Let's talk about the markets. Look, stocks are down and down pretty hard. The DAX in particular is really taking it on the chin today. The industrials are really under pressure. We've also weirdly, despite that wider trade deficit over in the United States, got a stronger dollar. Euro dollar right around the 120 level, Alex, 120.32.
Yeah, and
all right, so so the markets are like keep like pulling back further. Okay, that's a little bit sad. Like Nasdaq just like plummet over 2%. It's down for about like a 2.25%, while S&P 500 is down for 1.18%, and Dow Jones Industrial is down for about 0.74%. So yeah, that's about like it's a pulling back day today. So okay, so it's about the end of the streaming today, and tomorrow we're gonna have more discussion and report for the market and to see what would be some like good chance to for portfolio management and risk management, right? So yeah, it's the end of like today's streaming. So please, please, like just strike the like and subscribe button down below, and we will always donate every month to the charity recommended by you based on the number of like and subscribe, and disclose everything every month in the streaming and short video to kind of like to work with everyone to do something good to the society and the community. So, and also like please, I mean, if you don't mind, if you have like 10 minutes, 10 seconds, please like write down your comments and thoughts down below so we can have more interaction. We're really eager for that. Okay, so good luck for the trading. Good luck during the pullback, and fasten your seatbelts and ready for the roller coaster ride. So let's check more until next time. Check it out.